Hi there, my name is Matthew and I'm a member of the COVID-19 support team at Bradford Council. Thanks ever so much for accessing the 35th episode of this vlog series. We get straight into it with talking about the NHS Covid Pass System that's been introduced. So this started up on the 30th of September and you may already be aware about it, you might not. So just to briefly sort of outline what it's all about is that it outlines what staff will need to do to provide evidence of their vaccine status, whether they're fully vaccinated using a temporary exemption or unvaccinated. So we'll just quickly go through all three of those. So if someone was fully vaccinated, they have both doses, or they have received a permanent exemption, they aren't required to do anything at the moment. It's worth mentioning that of course they can get their booster vaccine 180 days after the second dose of the vaccine, or 6 months later, that might mean to you. So it's something just to be aware of, keep an eye on that person, have them in your records, and of course give them the nudge if they're eligible for that booster. If somebody has a temporary exemption, then they have until October 28th to receive their first dose of the vaccine in order to be vaccinated fully by December 23rd, which will be the deadline of that temporary exemption that can be self-imposed by your staff member. It's worth noting that there is also a time-limited temporary exemption for those members of staff that might be pregnant, so they can get a hold of that, and then they'll have 16 weeks after they have given birth to receive both doses of the vaccine. And then finally, of course, we've got people who are not vaccinated and don't have an exemption. So anyone who doesn't have a temporary exemption or either of the doses cannot enter the care home. They can't enter or pass that threshold, they can't go through the front door from November the 11th. Staff that have received the first dose and are awaiting their second, but they haven't had the second by November 11th, will not be able to enter the care home and work from November 11th until they receive their second dose. So for full details on this, please do check out the guidance poster in Tuesday's edition of the bulletin, which I will link down in the description box below. In other news, the government has announced that there'll be an extension to the Infection Control and Testing Fund, and it's also going to have a little bit of extra funding for flu vaccination support. So originally this was supposed to, application was supposed to end at the end of September, but given the extension, you can complete the survey by the 15th of October. And of course, if you have any questions about this, you don't even know which survey it might be, or you just need to go through some of the more intricate sides of things, get in touch with IPC Grant at bradford.gov.uk via email, and they'll help you as best as they can. And if you find that you've contacted them and not had much of a response, you can get in touch with us at the COVID-19 support team, and we'll get in touch on your behalf also. And then just to follow up quickly on one of the bigger stories from last week's vlog, the fuel issues that hit the country have somewhat eased up over the last few days. Suppliers should continue to get their deliveries of fuel as normal, and as a result you should be seeing that some stations aren't having to close, and fortunately there's usually somewhere you can get to. That being said, we are continuing to monitor the situation, and if you were to be experiencing any difficulties still, please do just get in touch with us with the contact details for the COVID-19 support team down in the description box below. Thank you. And then moving on from there, we actually would like to ask for a little bit of help from you. So with regards to recruitment, we're trying to put together some materials that we can put into a marketing campaign to encourage people to enter the care sector, and in particular adult social care. If you think you might have members of staff that would be interested in taking part in some videos, some vlogs, anything that they don't mind putting their face forward to that could go into the campaign, it'd be excellent if you can contact the COVID-19 support team directly, and we'll hold on to your information for the time the development of the marketing campaign gets to that point, and we'll contact you for involvement. It's always super handy to get people from the sector doing little sections directly from their experiences. And then finally, just a little reminder that you can get your booster vaccines, of course, that's all been launched, and anybody who might be interested in doing so can access an appointment using the link in the description box below. They can call 119, or they can go to a walking centre, which are all up and down the country and within the district, and I'll have a link to the website to check on that in the description box below. But that's everything from me today, so thank you so much for watching this video. I've been Matthew. Please click on the subscribe button and hit that bell icon to be notified every single time that we put a video up. Leave a comment in the comment section below so that we can cover something that you might have interest in the next vlog, and I'll catch you then. Thanks so much. Cheers. Bye.